We publish 5 million papers these days. It's a massive amount of information. How do you stay up to date? I think AI can help, obviously using it as ethically and responsibly. I do use AnswerThis recently because it is fairly simple to use and it gives me decent results as well, and it uses the sources that I would personally use. So let me give you an example. The way you do it, it's fairly simple sign-in process. It gives you very comprehensive limits as well, even on the free account. So you can do comprehensive analysis here as well. And you can do a number of options, obviously full review, research gaps, you can do diagrams as well. But what I really want to show you, which I've been experimenting with for the past few weeks, is that data analysis. You can see I've already done a few. So what I can do is essentially type a question I have. For example, what I was looking at is trends in hydrogen research, so I can understand what others are doing, what are the general trends at the global level. And I can basically identify what sort of sources I want. So I want minimum citations, journal quality. I want to restrict it to journal papers, review papers, preprints. I don't want conference papers for now. And it can use all the research databases it wants. I might add web searches later on as well, but for now I'll just keep it as is. So I will submit search, and what it will do is basically to look at its database and pull the sources that are available, relevant to this query. So you will see it will shortly show me all the questions, all the references that it's using. Oh, there you go. So you can see it uses academic papers, hydrogen storage technology with DOI numbers. So what you can actually do is you can have a look at what that paper is. It uses Semantic Scholar for this. You can look at this at the publisher, and as a result you'll be able to see this full paper. Obviously it's an MVPI here, Catalyst, so you can see the full paper. It's open access, so that means the resources it uses, references it uses are legit. Obviously I will still double check. So you can see it generated the plan for the research, so you can see the what it wants to do and what it wants to analyze. By the way, it's going real live, so it might take a while. It's going pretty fast. So you can see it started populating this. It will generate. It's pretty fast. I don't know what model they use behind this. I think it's some sort of open model, but happy to explore this more. So I think those results it gave me are fairly light right now. So it depends on the query. You might need to add a bit more context to the query, but I want to show you another one that I just did a few minutes ago that is a little bit more comprehensive. So again, depending on the sources you select, you might end up with additional graphs as well. So this is what I really like. If I open it here, it actually gives you the graphs of that research area. And if I open that in a full picture, you'll be able to see that it looks at the actual how number of publications, projects, and investment is increasing, amount of investment and completed projects, distribution in geography, project demand by sector actually. So you can see really how this area develops. So I personally find it very helpful for a quick reviews of the actual research area, whether that's hydrogen, carbon capture. I do use it mostly to identify some of the trends in the current research area to see whether it's worth looking into it or whether it's something that is already overcrowded, because sometimes it is. It helps me identify some of these sources as well that I should be reading. So you can see at the end you have Q1 sources, and it gives me an abstract. It gives me relevant extract from the papers as well that it used to generate this answer. And we can add more. So we can add limitations, key findings, and research gaps. What's important, once it generated that amount of information, I can go and credit a new AI writer document. I will just create a random one. So what it does, it allows me to actually edit this document as well, add, remove. I could rewrite the entire thing based on my preference. I can it's a working document essentially, so you can do quite a lot with it. That's why I like it, because it's a fairly versatile tool. Obviously, we need to acknowledge that we use AI if we are to be using this for papers or a thesis or something like this, just to be ethical with using the AI. But at the end of the day, it helps me in this case to stay up to date and to know what's being published, what's being researched on, what are the future directions as well. And it gives me a list of papers that I should start my research with, really. So I'm looking at those 20 papers it worked out, or 10 in this case. I've got the citations. This is my starting point for research. And I would essentially look at, each paper one by one, read through the paper, and then do my own analysis as well. Hope this helps. Cheers.